Hello dear students. So today I am going to take optical instruments. So last class we have already completed lens maker's formula, thin lens formula and these all things, and today I am going to start optical instruments. The first we just understand why we are going to prefer these optical instruments. What is the need to prefer these optical instruments? The answer is to get the magnified image of the object. There is a need of these optical instruments. So optical instrument means it may be a simple microscope, compound microscope, electronic microscope, telescope, binocular, etc. And one more important thing, in some optical instruments we are going to use more than one lens. That means combination of lenses or combination of lens, mirror, lens, prism, mirror, prism and lens, like that. So the reason behind for such type of combinations in optical instruments is to obtain magnified image. It helps us to study in detail about the objects. So in our today's class we are going to discuss about optical instruments. So it may be a microscope, it may be a telescope, or it may be a binocular, anything. For your syllabus they have mentioned microscope and telescope. So I already told to you these optical instruments are used to obtain magnified images of the object. If you get the magnified image, then easily we can study about those objects in detail. So it helps us, that means optical instrument helps us in observation and in a detailed examination of the objects. For that reason we are going to prefer optical instruments. Optical instruments help in observation and detailed examination of the objects. So you may have seen during repairing the watchmaker is going to use a convex lens. So that convex lens is also optical instruments. It acts like a simple microscope because watch, it means it may be a wrist watch or it may be a wall clock. While repairing those instruments, they are going to use convex lens or magnifying lens. Convex lens, it is also known as magnifying lens. The name itself indicates magnifying lens, and hence while repairing it gives the magnified images of smaller parts, because watch is made up of large number of smaller parts, and it helps to detect defect in that watch by using magnifying lens or convex lens. And in your syllabus they have mentioned microscope and telescope. So before going to discuss about this one, in case of microscope we are going to use convex lens. Just now I told you it is used as a magnifying lens or simple microscope. In case of compound microscope, we are going to use combination of lenses. Combination of lenses means by varying the distance between the lenses or by varying the or by using the focal length of different lenses, we will get the magnified image of an object. For example, so here I am going to use this lens. So the focal length of this lens is remain constant. If suppose focal length of this lens is 15 centimeter, it remains constant. It is not possible to increase or decrease the focal length of this lens. Focal length is fixed. But another lens is there. That lens itself changes its focal length depending upon position of the object. To view one object, one focal length; for another object, another focal length; for another object, another focal length. That has that strength to change its focal length frequently depending upon position of the objects. That optical medium is one of the natural gift for us, and the name of that optical medium is our eye lens. That means our eye behaves like a camera. Eye itself changes its focal length to view the different objects located at different positions. But in case of these optical instruments, we have to manufacture the lens of suitable focal length, but not in case of the human eye. But unfortunately, the concept of human eye was deleted from your syllabus. So directly I am going to start simple microscope. And in case of a human eye, Let us consider this object. So this is a chalk piece. Now I am going to view this chalk piece clearly without any strain. Now I am going to decrease the distance, or I am going to move this object towards the eye. Up to certain position, I am able to see this object clearly without any strain. Then up to what minimum distance we can observe this object clearly without any strain. For human eye, that distance is equal to 25 centimeter. Up to 25 centimeter, easily we can observe that object clearly without any strain. Beyond that distance, we will get a stress on our eyes. So this is the least distance of distinct vision. The name itself indicates least distance of distinct vision. So this is the minimum distance from the human eye at which object can be seen clearly without any strain. For normal eye, for healthy eye, this distance is equal to 25 centimeter. So this distance is known as least distance of distinct vision. Least distance of distinct vision. So it is represented by capital D. So it is defined as least distance of distinct vision. The minimum distance from the human eye at which object can be seen clearly without any strain. For healthy eye or for normal eye, this distance is equal to 25 centimeter. How long we can see the objects without any strain? Now I am going to view the sky. I don't know the distance of that sky from this position. Now I am going to say it is at infinite distance. At night I am going to view stars. I don't know distance of those stars from this position. I am going to say those stars are at infinite distance. From 25 centimeter to infinite distance, I can able to view the objects. clearly without any strain. While observing the stars, we will not get any strain in our eyes. So, in between 25 centimeter and infinity, we can observe the objects in between 25 centimeter to infinity. This is known as range of vision. If there may be a change in this 25 centimeter or infinity, then that causes eye defect in human beings. So, depending upon that, we are going to classify eye defects into myopia, hypermetropia, presbyopia, astigmatism, etc. So, now those concepts are deleted from your syllabus. I will not discuss about those things. So, this is the helpful definition while discussing about optical instruments. Now, I am going to consider simple microscope. So, here simple microscope is nothing but a convex lens. Simple microscope is nothing but a convex lens. You are all familiar about this simple microscope. I think you have already used this simple microscope, because to view the objects or to burn the paper piece by holding a lens and by passing the sunrays through that lens and focusing on the paper piece, and finally that paper piece gets burned. So, this lens is nothing but a simple microscope. So, here this simple microscope is nothing but a convex lens. In case of these optical instruments, we are going to consider two types of arrangements or two types of settings. The first one, image of the given object lies at a least distance of distinct vision. Second one, image of the given object lies at infinite distance. In most of the situation, we are going to prefer image of the given object lies at least distance of distinct vision, that is at a 25 centimeter from the optical center. So, let us consider simple microscope. Simple microscope. So, it is an optical instrument used to obtain magnified images of small objects. Or tiny objects. For that purpose, we are going to use a simple microscope. So let us consider the experimental arrangement. Convex lens, principal axis. When object lies between principal focus and optical center. So we know that there is a need of two incident light rays. Incident light ray parallel to the principal axis. Incident light ray made to pass through the optical center proceeds without any deviation, because here I am going to use thin convex lens. In case of thin convex lens, if light ray made to pass through the optical center, then that light ray proceeds without any deviation. We know that when object lies between principal focus and optical center, OB the optical center, then we get a virtual erect and magnified image on the same side of the object. Now, image of this object so here we will get a divergent beam of light. So these two light rays never meet with each other by extrapolating these rays in forward direction. Now I am going to extrapolate these rays in backward direction while proceeding these two light rays. They are going to meet at some distance. So that distance gives position of the image. This is our image. Already we have studied about this diagram. So here by proceeding these two light rays, they are going to intersect at some point on the same side of the object, and that point gives position of the image. So here image lies beyond this principal focus. Let us say A dash B dash be the image, AB be the object. So here I am going to consider this object image lies at least distance of distinction. So here image lies at least distance of distinct vision means this distance is equal to capital D, that is image distance. If you want, you can write V is equal to D. That means this image lies at 25 centimeter from this optical center. Okay. See here. So in your examination, they are going to ask, mention the expression for magnification or angular magnification or magnifying power of simple microscope. Then how to write this magnifying power or magnification of simple microscope? You just view this diagram. This light ray meets object as well as image. This is the angle made by this light ray at the optical center. Directly, if you are going to view this diagram, we will say the angle made by the object is equal to angle made by the image, because this segment reaches these two things, AB as well as A dash B dash. But practically, size of the image is different, size of the object is different. We can say angle made by the object is less than angle made by the image, but according to this diagram, angle made by the object is equal to angle made by the image. No, we cannot say like that, but it appears like that. So to overcome this difficulty, so we are going to prefer a method in order to analyze size of the image and size of the object. That is, during such arrangements, both object and image lie at the same position. How can it possible lie at the same position? Yes, it is possible. See here. Now I am going to say this segment meets image. Now I am going to shift this object at a least distance of distinct vision. Now I am going to consider a ray at the top of the object to optical center. I am going to consider a ray from top of the object to optical center. That gives angle made by the object when object lies at 25 centimeter, because this distance is 25 centimeter. And already we have considered this image is at 25 centimeter. Now both are at same distance. Now easily we can say angle made by the image is greater than angle made by the object. So this is nothing but angular magnification. So for your understanding purpose, so this is the principal axis. Image A dash B dash, object A B, B O, object distance or image distance. Now I am going to shift this object from this point to 25 centimeter, from this point to 25 centimeter. This distance is D, that is equal to 25 centimeter. Now angle made by the object, angle made by the image. So clearly this angle is angle made by the object, let us say theta naught. This angle is angle made by the image, that is theta I. Now I am going to define angle made by the image and angle made by the object. We know that linear magnification is nothing but it is the ratio of size of the image to the size of the object. Similarly, angular magnification is nothing but it is the ratio of angle made by the image at the optical center to the angle made by the object at the optical center when both are at same distance. When both are at same distance. This is known as angular magnification or magnifying power. So let us note down the definition for angular magnification. Angular magnification or magnifying power. It is a ratio of angle subtended at the eye to the angle subtended by the angle subtended by the angle subtended by the image at the eye. By the image at the eye to the angle subtended by the object at the eye when both are at the same distance. When both are at same distance means here we have considered both are at the least distance of distinction, because we know that the distance both are at least distance of distinct vision. Or we can write mathematically, it is also represented by m. This is equal to theta subscript I, angle made by the image, theta subscript O, angle made by the object. So this is nothing but angular magnification. So here from this diagram I am going to define tan trigonometric function. Tan theta I is equal to opposite side a dash b dash divided by BO or b dash O. Tan theta naught is equal to opposite side with respect to object AB, height of the object, divided by BO or B dash O. So the ratio of these two angles. So for smaller angles, so here theta I and theta naught are small angles. For small angles we can write tan theta I is nearly equal to theta I, and tan theta naught is nearly equal to theta naught. It is angle made by the object. So by considering the ratio of these two angles, that is angle made by the image to the angle made by the object, is equal to A dash B dash divided by B dash O into B dash O divided by AB. B dash O get cancelled. Then this magnification theta I divided by theta naught is equal to A dash B dash divided by AB. So this A dash B dash is nothing but height of the image. AB height of the object. So we know that thin lens formula, because I have considered a thin convex lens here. So I am going to use a thin lens formula. We know that thin lens formula one by F is equal to 1 by V minus 1 divided by U. So multiplying V on both sides, multiplying V on both sides, V by F is equal to V by V 1 minus V by U. Theta I by theta naught, this is nothing but magnification. A dash B dash height of the image divided by height of the object. So we can write this one in terms of image distance and object distance, that is V divided by U. So here V by U is nothing but magnification. So V by F is equal to 1 minus magnification. Then magnification is equal to M is equal to 1 minus V by F. So here V is nothing but image distance. V is nothing but image distance and F is nothing but focal length. So image, according to our concept, image lies at least distance of distinctuation. Direction of this measurement, right to left. Direction of light beam, left to right. Both are in opposite direction. Therefore, this D is in terms of negative sign. So here D is nothing but image distance. Therefore, M is equal to 1 minus D, minus into minus, plus 1 plus D by F. So because V is equal to minus D according to Cartesian sign convention. So this equation is in terms of focal length, image distance, not in terms of object distance. So these steps are not required, only for the understanding purpose I have written these steps here. In your examination you just plot this diagram. An object lies between principal focus and optical center, then virtual erect magnified image lies on the same side of the object beyond principal focus. And apart from that, they are going to ask this equation, M is equal to 1 plus D by F, and hence explain the terms. Means here M is nothing but magnification or angular magnification or magnifying power, D least distance of distinctuation, F focal length. So this is the case, angular magnification of simple microscope when the final image is at least distance of distinct vision. Angular magnification when image lies at least distance of distinct vision. Here we have considered both are at the same distance only in order to categorize the angle made by the image and angle made by the object. According to the concept, here when an object lies between principal focus and optical center, then its image lies beyond principal focus on the same side of the object at 25 centimeter. We just plot this diagram in your examination. And the next arrangement, when image lies at infinity. So we know that when image lies at infinity means object should be at principal focus. Magnifying power or angular magnification when image lies at infinity. Second setting, first setting is image lies at least distance of distinct vision. Second setting is image lies at infinity. So let us consider convex lens. Principal axis. Let us consider object lies at principal focus. So there is a need of two light rays, incident light ray parallel to the principal axis, incident light ray made to pass through the optical center. So if object is at principal focus, then we will get a parallel refracted light beam. By proceeding these light rays, they are going to meet at infinite distance. That means we will get a real inverted and magnified image at infinite distance when object lies at principal focus. Or by proceeding these light rays in forward direction or by proceeding in backward direction. So they are going to meet at infinite distance. Again, as like as in first case, principal axis, optical center. Now object is at principal focus. See here, by proceeding these two light rays, they are going to meet at infinite distance. Or let us consider this segment. This segment touches both object as well as image. Again, we cannot say angle made by the object at the optical center is equal to angle made by the image at the optical center. Then criteria is we can analyze these two angles when both are at the same position from the optical center. So here I am going to consider image of this object at this position. Again, angle made by this image is, let us say, theta I. Now I am going to consider image at this point. Again, this segment touches this image. Again, angle made by the image is theta I. Next, I am going to consider image at this point. Again, this ray touches this image. Again, angle made by the image is theta I. Next, theta I, theta I, theta I. Image is at infinity, theta I. Therefore, this theta I is angle made by the image. Then, you just imagine yourself. Now, I am going to consider that image at a least distance of distinct vision. Either at least distance of distinct vision or at infinity. In both the cases, angle made by the image is same at the optical center. If you are going to consider object at a least distance of distinct vision, then angle made by the object at the optical center is less than angle made by the image, which is lies at the same position. So here, principal axis, image A dash B dash, object AB, optical center, parallel light beam, angle made by the object, angle made by the image. Now both are at same distance. So here angular magnification is equal to, or from this diagram, tan theta I is equal to opposite side with respect to image, A dash B dash be the height of the image, divided by B dash O or BO, tan theta naught. So this is equal to height of the object AB divided by base BO or B dash O. Then theta I divided by theta naught is equal to A dash by B dash divided by B dash O into B dash O divided by AB. B dash O get cancelled. Then theta I divided by theta O, this is equal to A dash B dash height of the image AB height of the object, height of the image divided by height of the object, or we can write this is equal to V divided by U. Image distance, image lies at least distance of distinct vision. Even though when image lies at infinity, or when we are going to consider image is at least distance of distinct vision, in both the cases angle made by the image is theta I. See here, theta I, theta I, theta I, theta I, at infinity theta I. So we are going to consider in such way. So here image distance opposite to the direction of incident light beam. So image is at least distance of distinct vision. It is represented by small d. Object distance. Object is at principal focus. Distance between optical center and principal focus. This distance is known as focal length. Again, this measurement is opposite to the direction of incident light. Therefore, this object distance is in terms of negative sign. Negative sign get cancelled. Theta I divided by theta naught is nothing but magnification. Therefore, magnification is equal to D divided by F. So this diagram is enough, and they are going to ask about this equation. Write the magnification of simple microscope when image lies at infinity. So magnification when image lies at infinity is 1 less than the magnification when image lies at least distance of distinct vision. Don't worry about the mathematical steps. You just remember the ray diagram and final equation. M is equal to 1 plus D by F in case of 25 centimeter. M is equal to D by F in case of infinity. It means image is at 25 centimeter and image is at infinite distance. Okay. Next class I am going to discuss about compound microscope.